And now back to the continuation of the story from a few minutes ago. You're on the Best of the Morning X with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.
Let's talk a little bit about your sexual past. How much does each person need to know? How much do you tell that person? What do they have a right to know? You have some kind of formula here for something.
Formula.
My favorite is, let me just read you one small passage. Ladies, if your age equals or is less than the number of guys you have had sex with, then you are a prostitute in a man's eyes. And that's all. Let's open it up.
Women are flocking to the bookstores to see the acceptable sexual partner formula, and they're bringing their calculators.
This is where I don't believe truth is always beneficial. Do guys, let's...
Right. The bottom line is no man wants to hear that his future wife has slept with 47 women. I mean, it's something, maybe it's an ego thing for a man, maybe it's, I don't know what it is.
It is an ego thing for a man, not maybe.
You want your wife, I mean, the ideal woman for a man, and we say this, in What Men Want and Marry Me, is that, a man wants a virgin who has vast sexual experience. I mean, it just doesn't exist. Funny,
dead on what they want.
There's your phrase that pays.
And then, there is a formula in there, and, women have been flocking to the bookstores to, look at that formula to make sure that they're in the acceptable range. But the bottom line is, if your previous sexual partner is greater than 10, just cap it at 10.
Yeah, I mean, we suggest, and this is the only time we suggest lying, is when it comes to how many partners. If your man does venture out and decide to ask you this question, even though he doesn't want to ask it and something compels him to do it, and you had more than 10 sexual partners, just say 10. If
I
you
think
say
whether it's 1 or 100, you shouldn't say anything. It's none of their business.
Well, that would be good if you can get away with it. But
you can get away with it.
You know what? I
don't think you can get away with
I've
that.
never wanted to know, and nor will I ever tell. I don't want to know, and I'm not.
That is the best policy.
Why talk about something that's in the past before that person was even in your life?
Let me ask you a question.
Reason, guys ask.
Some guys like Chris,
I ask all
he
the
doesn't
time.
want to hear, but
I can't even help it. Just shoots right out.
You just ask. Come on, baby. How many? But I would never ask a woman that question. I would never keep well, so how many? God, you know what? It's been 5 years. I want to know.
Absolutely.
First date.
Absolutely.
That's insecurity.
No. You know what it is? So. It's that women can't handle the truth in this arena.
Men truly can't even worse.
Well, guys can't either.
Guys can't do it.
No, guy can't.
It's the old double standard.
Well,
it's a double standard.
But there's another formula here that you have. What is this? The top limit of acceptable sexual partners that has to do with your age too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
For instance, a 30-year-old, you say 8 is the absolute maximum.
Yes, I mean, and it's pursuant to a formula that we put down.
Statisticians had to figure that out for us.
Sure.
I mean, there are a number of figures in there. You truly need a calculator if you're not good in math to figure this out.
Donna?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
All right, this is...
I just have a quick question. My relationship is kind of stalled also. I've been with a man for almost 7 years. We've lived together for about 6.5 years, and we've been engaged for 4 years. The talk of marriage is pretty much stopped. I don't even bring it up anymore. So my question is, in your opinion, is it ever going to be brought up again? Is this a dead-end relationship? What should I think?
Well, it sounds like, it doesn't sound very good, but here's the thing. I mean, what's going on in the relationship? Is it good? Is it bad?
It's wonderful.
Where do your differences lie? I mean, at one point, marriage and commitment were brought up, and he gave you the ring. That must have been a great day.
Right.
And then what happened?
Well, it was basically I started taking. He's Jewish. I'm not. I started taking classes just to learn more about his religion. So that was a problem because I stalled in the planning of the marriage.
Jimmy, isn't that always a problem?
What?
It's not a problem for me, but it's like we just stopped talking. I kept bringing it up, and then he just.
Let me tell you what's happening.
The religion barrier. I'm saying, isn't that always a big problem?
Are any of you guys Jewish?
I'm Jewish.
All right, so am I. I'm gonna. You want to tell her, or you want me to tell her?
Well, okay. Well, you could get to that, but let me just add one thing about this. And we talk about different religion relationships in the book, and we say you have to come to a conclusion real quick, and just be solid in it if you're going to try to make the run for it. It sounds like you guys were not solid in it, and it sounds like you were just trying to work it out as it goes, and now it's stalled, and it seems like the relationship is stalled, and hopefully that the trust there hasn't diminished, and it doesn't sound great, but maybe with one long conversation and then really a lot of effort, it might be able to be pulled out, but that's the story.
I think this woman has to face the truth, and the truth is that obviously this guy is getting a lot of pressure from his parents, from the rest of his family, from his own conscience.
Conscience.
Damn it, I don't know the difference between those two words. His own conscience. And I mean, I think that thing's got red flags.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Always a pleasure.
All right, bye.
The best of the Morning X.
99X.